It's definitely
We are
crazy.
live
Live,
for
baby.
Friday fun.
Just saying how crazy it is how much all these meme coins just like are on fire. Like I can't wait to see if Woofy can come out in time to catch this like hype. Because right now, like every meme coin I have is up like a shit ton the last couple weeks. Like Pepe, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Mochi, Toshi, Ryu, all the fucking like Bonk, like all of that shit is just flying. So I don't know. Get off your ass, Wax. Get that fucking token launched. Sooner is better. You don't want to be like a buck.
They said first half of Q2 is when they're going to do the drop.
Okay, that's coming up. Q2 starts in April, right? Yeah, April is Q2. So first half is going to be April, May.
What's going on, CMski and Hamster?
Hey, Hamster. Chilling.
My back is still fucked.
The dip is still dipping at the moment. Dipping.
So weird. Like, I've never slept on my back before. Like, I've always been a side sleeper.
Yeah, same.
Feels weird waking up like on my back.
Oh yeah. I also think sleeping with like a pillow between your legs on your side helps with like back posture.
I do that like all the time.
Oh, okay, that's what
I can't be on my side at all or my head. It's just like sharp pain. So I've been having sleep on my back. My neck has sharp pain.
That sucks.
And even the back isn't super comfortable, but do enough pain meds and muscle relaxers, I can go get unconscious for a few hours.
Yeah, muscle relaxers are fun.
If you work for the feds, you're in Q2 already. The feds have different quarters than us.
Oh, really? That's crazy. Q2, yeah. Well, maybe if they're on federal time, we'll get our Woofy token sooner.
I don't think that's how that works, but
I just want them to launch it. I want to see how it does. Like, I'm excited to see the launch, especially because I'm already like getting, 1 billion of them.
October is when Q1 starts. What are they fucking like?
Jesus.
It's like
they just love complicating shit at the government. I feel like that way they're like, look, you need us so that you can navigate the government because it's so complicated.
I guess that kind of makes sense for taxes, right? Because taxes, like your yearly taxes in April.
Yeah. April is like April 15th.
But that counts like the months before it count as like the last year. So that kind of makes sense. But well, yeah, they should just do fucking like January. Like why?
Corporate taxes are due in March, like a month before personal taxes are due. So I already had to do those for my businesses. Let's see. I got to upgrade one of my player one time for this.
Got Misty in the chat. Hello, Misty.
Yo.
Thank you for joining us.
Happy Friday, everybody.
I have to shut my window. They're drilling some shit loudly outside. No, I am just going to do that. It's going to bother me.
Let's see.
Construction is so loud. Like
so fucking loud all morning.
I put in earplugs when I woke up, and it was still like through the earplugs pretty loud.
It's too much, dude.
I don't know also like where they are, but it sounds like they're doing it right above my bed. Like I doubt that's where it actually
is. Like on the side of our house, like because I think they were like on the just on our bedroom side of the building, like on that side wall. They were like banging and shit. I think, or at least that's how
it sounded like they're intentionally trying to be as loud as possible, like right where I sleep. But I'm sure it's just loud everywhere.
Yeah, kind of sucks. Score 2 touchdowns by diving is my next task in Rivals.
Yeah, we probably should announce we got a sticker drop today in a little less than an hour. So if you're interested in Neon Space stickers,
formality. Flawless wardrobe.
Shopify.
I like that one. Let's see. How am I doing here?
46 minutes and 12 seconds, assuming I set this up right, which half the time I don't, so we'll see.
Requirements.
That will be the formality flawless wardrobe sticker. And yeah, we've been giving people a week now, so we'll mail it next Friday. So you have a week to purchase, and then we do the raffle for the shinies, which they've been sending us way more shinies than we order. So lately, everybody's been getting a shiny. You get a shiny, you get a shiny. But on the off chance that like more than 20 people order in the first week, then we will have to do the raffle. But so far, it's been chill.
Damn, I haven't qualified.
DNA says he's been watching and sniping shitcoins in Solana.
Heyo.
Oh, that's what he wants you to do. He said he wants you to look at Eli 5 and Bonkbat.
Oh, let's see.
Max was just saying he bought some sort of
I think
meme
all
coin earlier.
memes are just on fucking fire. Bonk is included in that for sure. Like, I mean, look at how Pepe's doing, and fucking like Shiba and Doge at the same time as Bonk. They're all flying. Like, meme coins are just like you can't miss at the moment. Like I said, I bought a meme coin yesterday just for shits. I put $200 into something on Base Chain. It's up 66% today. It's like, you know, it's a bull market. It's bull market time. Meme coins are on fire. But I have to look into specifically like Bonk, like the sentiment behind it. I know that, like, for example, Pepe.
He said Bonkbot, which I don't know if Bonkbot is different than Bonk.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know if that's like its own thing. Yeah.
Eli 5
But,
and Bonkbot.
I mean, there's so many brand new meme coins right now.
Oh, he said
launching and just exploding.
Bonkbot is a tool to snipe shitcoins. He's specifically asking how you find and buy them, not like how do I see when they come online and what's the best way to snipe them? Like, how do you find the new ones? His
question. I gotcha. So generally, and it's risky to do it this way, but generally what I like to do is like looking at like Dex Screener or something that you can isolate just Solana blockchain, right? So here, maybe I can share my screen and show you what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it's going to just sound like nonsense. But you can basically keep an eye out on, yeah, here's Dex Screener. And then see on the left side, you can choose Solana of all the blockchains. So you can like isolate it just to Solana. Now you're seeing basically the liquidity pools on the Solana blockchain that are, you know, most active. These are organized by volume. So you can see like at the very top on the right side, it says like liquidity. So it shows you how deep the pool is. And then kind of on the left, further to the left, you have it by volume. If you just click the volume button there, it'll like show you what the current volume is. And then a good indicator of something that's like kind of new on the market and is blowing up is like looking here for something that's high volume and low liquidity. So you can see like, for example, that second one is doing, what is that, $28 million in volume and like
86 million in volume and 9 million in liquidity.
9 million is already quite a bit, but like Jesus Christ, that ratio is insane. And
like these ones down here are doing 36 million in volume and it has 240K in liquidity.
That is definitely so. Then if you click on that guy, it'll bring up like the chart, and then it'll show you how old of a coin it is. On the right side, it'll tell you how long ago the contract was deployed. So here you're seeing this token came out like 2 days ago.
14 hours.
Yeah, so very fucking new token here.
It's a picture of Kanye's face, and it's called the Ye coin.
But this is a decent way to like scour your favorite blockchain for like what tokens are new and pumping and like taking off. It's stupid risky because a lot of this volume is fake. So what people will do is like they'll create a token
It
like
looks like
meme
it just
coin or
dumped
whatever.
pretty hard too.
Exactly, yeah. And like what you have to worry about now is that like some of these tokens will also have whitelist requirements where like anybody can buy them, but only whitelisted wallets can sell them. And even though the token might exist on a pool like Uniswap, which is a permissionless DEX, that doesn't mean you can sell it even though you have it in your wallet. Like there's tokens that on the contract level are whitelist only, and that's a very common way that people will like dupe you into giving them your money is they'll create a token, create volume, make it look like it's coming up, and it's not even getting dumped because why would it be dumping? No one's allowed to sell it. And it gets people to buy into it. And then as soon as like, a certain target is hit or whatever, that's when like the owner of the token locks the whitelist, makes it impossible for people to sell except for his own wallet, and then they just dump all the liquidity or slowly, pull it. They don't have to be like super quick about it when they can just lock people's tokens in
Toon
their
says he
wallets.
just bought Pogai, which is proof of great AI.
Yeah, here you go. This is another one. This is also really brand new.
It's got
Move.
It's been around for 8 hours. It has 86 million in volume and
Jesus.
9 million in liquidity.
That's actually quite a bit of liquidity. And that's again, it's like I would be a little suspicious. Like $9 million, like how immutable is that liquidity, or can it be locked? Can I be locked out of it? And then you would need to
It
kind of
has 134 red flag
yeah,
reactions.
exactly. So on the right side, you can like flag it or star it or something, so you can kind of get a sense of what the community thinks about it, and anybody can participate in that type of voting even without an account. It means it can also be pretty gamed. But you can also on the right side there, if you scroll down a little further, it'll
It
have
says 99 poops, 134 red flags, and then 400 rocket ships.
I don't know. That's a like normally when like a new meme coin that's like legitimate hits the market, it's very few red flag and shit emojis. This one kind of scares me. And if you scroll down further on the right side, there should be a like a quick checklist or something that shows up for like what red flags DEX screener sees in the contract. So like if a token contract, for example, is still mintable, it will flag it on DEX screener.
It says additional token info not available.
So then what I would do here is you see on the right side where it tells you the name of the token, and then it has like links to the explorer and to the contract and all that stuff. If you scroll down, I think a little bit, it shows like the two tokens in this liquidity pool. So it should have the contract for Solana and for whatever. And then okay, so yeah, you come. So this is just the token contract address on the block explorer, but there is certain explorers like di.fi, like DeFi is like a d.fi is like a smart contract vetting like service where you can put in a contract address into d.fi and it'll give you a more detailed breakdown of the vulnerabilities of that smart contract. So for somebody who is not super technically involved in the space, that might be a really useful tool for you.
What is it? D.fi, you said?
Yeah, di.fi, like DeFi. But
does that work for?
Let me find.
It says that doesn't exist. Di.fi.
I shared it recently on. Is this?
It says potential security risk.
Yes, that's the DeFi. Let's see. I would just go ahead anyway. It's like a.
It says foo is all it says.
Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the link I had.
Are you sure it's di.fi?
Let's see. It's something like that. It's something that. Let me double check. I guess I had.
It wouldn't be de.fi?
Oh yeah, maybe it's de.fi. Yeah, that's.
Why would it be spelled wrong?
yeah, it's spelled right. So man, I'm just stupid. This is it. This is what I was looking for. And then if you say like,
what do I paste there? Just the token contract or the pair?
Contract, yeah. So you just
pair contract or the token contract?
The token contract. The pair contract is for the liquidity pool.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure what it was.
And then so I'm not 100% sure if it works with Solana blockchain stuff, but it seems like it maybe does. Yeah, currently in guest mode. That's fine.
And what am I looking for here?
Works Solana. So there is a, what is it called? Tokens quest. Let me remember how to navigate to that thing that I was trying to show off. Because there's like a contract checker on this website that lets you paste your contract and then check it. Let me tell you how to get to it.
Shield and scanner, maybe?
Let's see.
No. I have no idea what I'm looking for.
On the left side, where it says under safe, where it says scanner, that's where it is. If you click the scanner and then paste the contract address there, it'll like take a second to think, and then it'll be like, okay, here's.
So Solana token is not supported for scanning since the source code is closed and unverified.
This one really works well on Ethereum and Ethereum layer 2s. So I've been using this on like Base Chain. I've been using it on like Arbitrum, Optimism, Ethereum mainnet. So like if you were to pull like the Pepe contract, for example, like you could paste it there and it'll be like, hey, here's the issues. And it flags like more than Dex Screener flags. Like it'll be like, it'll catch honeypot contracts a lot easier. It'll be a real big red thing. It'll be like, honeypot, like, don't fuck with this. It's whitelisted. Or it'll be like, hey, there's dump risk because, a certain percentage of the total supply is owned by a private wallet. So it'll tell you those things kind of like in plain text. And that's super useful. I don't know what the equivalent of that is on Solana, unfortunately. But that's definitely a tool that I use often on, vetting some of these tokens. It's kind of a shame it doesn't work on Solana.
I mean, it seems pretty sketchy. It's been around for 8 hours. And it has a ton of red flags. So,
but I think the main question you have is, how do I find these tokens as they launch? This is it. Go to Dex Screener, isolate Solana blockchain, look for high volume stuff or high percentage shifts in the last few hours. Generally, those tokens are brand new, and then you can pull up their liquidity pool, and it'll tell you how long ago the pool was created, and then you can follow the token address to the block explorer and see how long ago the address was deployed, like the contract was deployed. So then you can basically find, like I found tokens like this that had launched a few hours ago. Like that one that Lewis pulled up is 8 hours old. So that's something that, I don't know, it's second nature to me at this point. It's like, oh, just check Dex Screener. But like, yeah, it occurs to me now that I'm talking about it, that's not super obvious that that's how you find brand new tokens. So hopefully that helps a little. But be careful. Brand new tokens are a great way to like get fucked. They're also, potentially ridiculous upside. Like I said, I bought a fucking token yesterday. It's up 66% today. And that token was out for like 7 days or something before I bought it. So the upside was already like 2,000% if you got in on day one. Let's see. Yeah, okay. You know what, DNA? I also love doing this kind of shit, but I guess I'm like in my head, I'm like, this is obvious, so I didn't say it out loud. So let me just say it out loud. Use a fresh wallet. Create a new wallet, fund it with some Solana tokens, and then fuck with these tokens. Don't mess with these tokens from a wallet that holds any sort of balance that you care about. So absolutely fuck with it. It's super fun to do it, but be safe about it and be safe by compartmentalizing your risk. Compartmentalize your risk by compartmentalizing wallet exposure. And have fun. It is super fun. like all these warnings aside, like you can have so much fun digging through this nonsense and participating in tokens, finding communities of like 20 people trading them. I don't know. It's fun. And like I said, it's the bull market now. So it's a lot less risky to throw money at dumb shit when everything's climbing, I mean, today we're getting a bit of a dip, but we'll see. I think if we dip below 34K for ETH, then I feel like we're moving, like the trend is changing directions, but I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to be bouncing before we hit 34. And 34 that's still like daily support in an uptrend. So, a lot of people get pretty panicky when you see like a 10%, 7% sell off overnight. But, we know better. We've been around the block a few years. So we're not getting shaken out so easily these days. Everybody who's in the chat has probably held through the entire bear market and has hands made out of pure diamonds. So I'm not worried about you guys. But, practice safety. operational security, OPSEC, is it's up to you. You know, this is crypto. There is no, I mean, if you fuck up, there is no customer service to call that'll actually help you. There might be people that'll pick up and try to scam you further, but you know, you're responsible for your assets, and you should treat that pretty seriously. And that means compartmentalizing your risk. That means using new clean wallets to interact with brand new token contracts. Don't get robbed. And if you do get robbed, only get robbed the money that you've exposed to these insanely high risk positions. Don't like let them rob your years and years worth of like crypto in your wallet, or even like your NFT stack that you got by getting into the Our Planet 2.0. You know, don't let them touch that shit. It's free to make a new account or a new wallet. So
Poppin Stock says I'm a WUF billionaire, so I don't need to worry about money ever again.
hell yeah, dude. I want to see how WUF does when it launches. Like I said, the meme coins are on fire. So I think
it does seem like people will literally buy anything on Solana right now based
They
on
will
me
buy
just looking and they having like millions of dollars moving through fucking tokens that were made like 8 hours ago. It's like,
8 hours ago, and that thing had
wild.
$50 million in volume. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, the Wax blockchain hasn't seen $50 million in volume all month.
Dan, do you own the Dan wallet? Because that's pretty sick.
Neon.dan. Hell yeah. Dude, that's cool.
That's dope. I own the Lewis one for my name.
That's baller, dude. We found
shout
another
out
person who has,
shout
like,
out to people who own their name
custom
wallets.
names.
There's not
I
a
own-
lot of us out there, I don't think.
I own FTW. If you want Dan.ftw, I could do that for you.
He has Dan
Although
by
you
itself.
probably
Why does
have
he need
Dan.dan,
FTW?
which would be pretty dope. Or just
Or
Dan on its own is fucking awesome.
Let's see his account. I'm gonna snoop your account. There it is, Dan, and he owns 4,000 NFTs. Sick. Yeah, I've got Lewis as mine. The one, the only, the Lewis. I'm the true Lewis of Wax.
Yeah.
There I am with my picture.
That's too fun. The Lewis. Oh, nice. And you got your
I've also
gold
got the
back
Mint
there.
One Lou. One of one.
Hell
Drop
yeah.
Monster.
That's a great one to put in there.
I want the Lewis one, but last I checked, it hadn't been pulled. Let's go check if that's been pulled.
Oh yeah, maybe it has. I haven't checked the drop monsters in a minute. Yeah, DNA. There's crazy shit count trading happening on Solana. It's so much volume, but I guess
Nope.
I'm like I would say I'm like a small fish in the trading like market making community, and I do about $1 million a month in volume. So, and that's like at least $1 million a month in trade volume. So
This one I really want. It's fucking still in the Mint drop wallet.
yes, that one is super cool.
Wonder how many of these are left. People just stopped opening them. We can see who owns them. 900 are left. So there's like 900 out of 10,000 left, and the one I want is still in there. I wonder how much the packs are. I wonder if I can just like degen my way into this by ripping enough packs.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the pack price in a while. They held value pretty decent, I want to say. Crates.
Yeah. They totally did.
$17 for a crate. Yeah, that's out of my price range. So it's $10 to buy the drop, and if you pull whatever, the floor is like $3. That's a good way to just burn money looking for the one I want.
Right. I would hold the pack if you have it close still. The trading volume, I agree, DNA. It's nuts, but like I said, I do $1 million in volume every month, so I average about $250,000 a week, and I do that with maybe half or 0.6 Ethereum in my trade account. So I don't have $1 million. I'm doing it with like $4,000 or $3,000, but I'm putting up all that volume. So volume is a different metric to understand than like TVL or something like that. Like, because you can put up millions of dollars in volume with a couple $1,000s.
Is that what's leveraging, or?
Yeah, well, or I mean, it's like if I like volume is like if I have half an Ethereum, I'm like I'll use that as collateral to buy half an Ethereum, and then I'll close that position, and there you go. That's already one full Ethereum of volume, and all I did was buy it and sell it 10 minutes later. That's $6,000 in volume, because one ETH is 3,000. And so I'm doing that, or I'll cover option contracts and stuff like that. And it's like, it's very easy to get to $250,000. Like last month, I think I did $360,000, or last week. Sorry. And then they pay you kickbacks for putting volume on these protocols. So I get paid like $800 a week to put up $250,000 in volume, and I can do it with $3,000. Everybody can do it too. I'm not like some special person who has access to like rewards that only I can do. Anyone can do it. It's public reward pools. But you know, it just I'm just trying to illustrate that, like, hey, you can do lots and lots of volume with not a lot of money. So when you see these coins that have $80 million in volume, it could literally be, you know, one or two people moving $1,000 back and forth like 100 times an hour, and easily getting to like $20 million in a day.
Mahalo says he's doing well with PBP and Solana. Is PBP a token? I don't even know what that is.
PvP? I'm not familiar with that one.
I like the way it looks though, because like a B kind of looks like a upside down P. So just the way that ticker looks is nice.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Let's see if I pull it up here. Oh, it looks like we are bouncing a little bit right now after selling off. So like for example, I bought like one
Pixel
Ethereum.
by Pixel is the name of it. Is that the people who make marbles on stream?
Oh, no way. I like that marble collection, dude. I think that's so cool. I wish they had done it on like Wax, but I'm not opposed to Solana. I gotta like, get my shit together and start participating a little bit in Solana. Solana is just, this is the fucking like,
I have no information
like the
about
wild
this.
west of meme culture, while like the rest of crypto is like the wild west of DeFi. Like Solana is just nuts, dude. Like
Radium?
everything's just flying there, and it's cheap, really, really cheap to do transactions.
Pixel by Pixel. Yeah, this is by the people that make marbles on stream, I think.
Okay.
That's hilarious because I asked them if they wanted to like do crypto shit like
They're
2 or 3
going hard
years ago. And they're like,
now, huh?
we're not they told us we're not interested in like doing on-chain stuff. And I was like, okay. They changed their minds.
I was farming this guy, huh? So, this is like their own token now. Do you also have the marble NFT, Mahala, or just the token? How degen are you? Part of the reason I bought that fucking dragon token yesterday, I said I bought like a meme coin, and part of it was just like they were talking about, oh, we're making an NFT collection, and I was like, oh, like last time when I bought the Mochi NFT, I bought it because I had a certain amount of Mochi tokens, and that's how you got whitelisted for it. So just in anticipation of knowing how that shit goes down, I bought like 60 million of those tokens. I was like, if there's any kind of whitelist, I want to be on it. And they haven't announced it yet. But again, I feel like the second they announce dumb shit like that, I'm just going to sell the hype.
I do think that's a cool collection though, because like one of my favorite things on Wax is the grubfish, because you get to like see your grubfish in giveaways, and if you can just do that on marbles, and you have like your
that's
NFT
really
marble
fucking cool.
attached
If you
to your
could
account,
integrate your marble
cool.
into that I think is into marbles on stream. That's something that you pitched them years ago, and we're like, this would be great. People would want this. I would want this. Yeah. But you know. Good afternoon, Buzz King. Let's see. So if you make oh no, hey DNA, it's $800 a week. It's $1 million. They pay $2,600 for.
You can also
give it a hell yeah.
You can also lose $800 in a week. Like the volume has nothing to do with gains. Like
yeah,
volume
I literally
is just how much
like
you're trading, but like
open
you can
the
lose
trade
money
and
trading,
close it again immediately. And like
you can break even with $800. You can make $1. Like the volume has nothing to do with how much you're making or losing.
Yeah.
It's just how much you're putting into it.
So I'm talking specifically about I get paid for putting volume onto the Lyra option platform. So if you go to LYRA, I think .io or something, you can take a look at Lyra's option platform. They have their own side chain. I deposited half an Ethereum into that, and then I put up volume, and I get kickbacks from like the public pool, and that's quite lucrative. And I've been doing it since the very beginning. So then they reached out to me personally, and they were like, hey, we noticed that you've been here since the beginning and you put up some of the top volume on our platform. As a thank you, we want to whitelist your wallet to a private distribution pool as well. And the private distribution pool on top of that pays like another $200 a week. So it's like 600 plus the 200 from the private one. But basically, if you just jump into it publicly, you could easily pull like a $600 a week in just revenues. And like, for example, I got one Sid, I got him into that. He put $300 into it, and he was able to like successfully trade, and now he has $1,500 in cash just from making profit. And he got all those kickbacks, because you get kickbacks for actually just making trades. You don't have to, like, even if you win or lose, it doesn't fucking matter. So like Lewis said, you could lose $800 a week. You're still getting paid the volume stuff, but you could make another, like I could double my money and still get paid that. It's nuts. Like at bull market times, these people pay out the fucking nose for liquidity. I'm getting paid right now from Lido 827% APR for wrapped staked Ethereum and US dollar coin liquidity on Uniswap. I mean, that's fucking Ethereum liquidity paired with dollars, 800% APR. I put $11,000 into that. That's $300 a day. It's fucking batshit crazy amounts of money. But, and again, it's not for shit coins. It's for Ethereum, wrapped staked Ethereum from Lido. Like, you know, there's like a $18 billion stake at Lido. It's not some fly by night tiny operation. It's the biggest protocol on Ethereum mainnet. And I prefer to stick to that kind of shit compared to like, yeah, here, Buzz King's like, whoa, yeah, here, I could show you even. Check this out really quick. Since I don't want to talk out of my ass here. Here's Ethereum, wrapped staked Ethereum, USDC. I did this morning, $33 in fees just since like 9 a.m. or something. And then here's the Merkle farm, 872% they're paying me in incentives for the liquidity in this pool. Which pool is it? Uniswap v3, WST ETH paired with USDC, 5% 5% fee, 0.05% fee. This is the same pool. If you wanted to go into it, you could just literally come over here and click this Uniswap button, and it opens up to the correct deposit page. So you don't even have to like set all this shit. It sets it for you. All you have to do is add liquidity. And this is on Arbitrum blockchain right now. So, you know, if I wanted to remove or increase the liquidity here, like for example, remove, if I remove all of it right now, the gas fees on this blockchain are pretty reasonable. So if we come here, you can see it will cost me 11 cents to unwind a liquidity position here. It's not free like on Wax, but 11 cents isn't bad. And again, I claimed my rewards from this last night at like 3 a.m. Since 3 a.m. last night, I could claim again 55 Arbitrum tokens. Those are worth over $2 a piece. This is $102 in just incentive rewards on top of the 30-something dollars in fees being paid to the liquidity. And I'm very not risking much here. I mean, this is dollars and Ethereum. So there's liquidity positions available to pretty much anyone. Here's, I'll share this link. This is Merkle Farms. You can choose your blockchain. For example, like here's Base blockchain, and like you can find pools that are being incentivized. But like you could literally find like just Uniswap pools. So like for example here, look at this, Uniswap, US dollar, and DAI. This is two stable coins. They're paying you 20%. Like 20% in stable coins, and that's on top of the yield you get from trade volume. This is just incentive yield. Let me share this in the chat because some people maybe are interested in farming, and this is one hell of a farm. Like the Merkle farms, fuck. I make a crazy good living on that stuff. And you don't need that much money. I mean, $10,000 is a lot, but like I've invited friends to try this, and a few of my friends are doing it with like a couple $100, and they're just like blown away because they're making like $10 a day on $100. And it's just like, you know, a lot of people who aren't, you know, exposed to these markets and have been participating in this kind of stuff, that's unreasonable. Like that doesn't exist in normal finance. You can't make 800% APR for, you know, like 24 hours in a row on blue chip assets. That's fucking batshit nonsense. So really cool. Lots of options out there. If you want to dive crazy deep in that shit, sign up with Maxi. There's a free Maxi.io free membership. Just come ask all the fucking questions you want, or just jump into our Neon Space Discord in our crypto chat. I do that. I love that. I love this stuff. I'm pretty decent at it. Like I make the majority of my living doing this already in a bear market, and now that the bulls are back in town, Oh baby, it is so easy to make money.
My
It feels
mechanic's
great.
calling really quick. I gotta take this, but
So yeah, if you want to know about it, jump into our Discord on Neon Space. There's a crypto channel. Ask a question if you're like, hey, I want to get into farming, or what are you farming? What pools should I look at? I could point you in the direction of pools that I participate in. And what I normally do is blue chip stuff. Like I don't look for tokens that came out last 8 hours ago or whatever. What I'm doing is I'm looking for how can I make a lot of return on my Bitcoin, on my Ethereum, on my stable coins. And those opportunities are very, very ripe right now, very plentiful, very easy to find. It has not been this easy in a long time. So, this don't get it twisted thinking that you can make 800% indefinitely. This is like a bull market thing. I think before I was making between 4 and 14% on my Ethereum, which is still very good. It's just not. It's 800. Before this 800 pool, I was doing wrapped Bitcoin and USDC on Uniswap, and they were paying me about 400% APR for the last 14 days. So that was fantastic. And of course, Bitcoin price goes up, so does my liquidity value. Bitcoin price goes down, so does my liquidity value. Let's not talk about this as if it's one directional. But a pool like that, like the one I'm showing where it's like wrap stake ETH and USDC, the risk of holding that position is very similar to just holding Ethereum in your wallet as far as like your price exposure. And then the upside is, 800% APR, which again, it seems like insane. And the fact that I'm able to maintain that high of an APR on that much money too is nuts. Since that pool itself, let me take a look really quick. That pool is almost $500,000 deep in liquidity already. So it's pretty cool. It's not like some fly by night bullshit, let me try my luck at some exchange nobody's heard of. This is wrapped staked Ethereum at Uniswap. And guess what I have to do with the Uniswap liquidity? Nothing. It's just in my wallet. Merkle, the farm that I'm earning the rewards from, just sees that I have it in my wallet and pays me and lets me claim the rewards. I don't have to add an additional step of staking my liquidity to the reward pool, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I prefer having all the tokens in my wallet like this. So this is just, I don't know, better. Like, yeah, I shared the link, so check it out. Merkle Farms. Merkle is built by Angle Protocol. Angle are the people who make AG Euro. Fantastic protocol, really solid DeFi team. They only have once been involved in a hack, and it was like the Euler money market hack. And they actually refunded all the stolen assets to the people who were affected by it. That, assets that were maintained by their treasury, they used the treasury to refund everybody. Fucking grade A DeFi team. And then initially they built the Merkle rewards pools as a way to incentivize their Euro token, because the way they wanted to incentivize it was like they want to use Uniswap, but they wanted to be like, if you add 2/3 of Euro or 1/3 Euro and 2/3 dollar coin, that's how we want our liquidity pool to be distributed. And there was no way to reward liquidity pools based on percentages of which side of the pool that you're on. So they made the Merkle protocol themselves to incentivize their own pool. And once it was up and running, they were like, oh, we'll just make this available to anybody who wants to incentivize pools. And so that's what the Merkle farms are today. When you look at that list that I shared here, if you look through all those pools that are getting paid rewards, those rewards are being put into Merkle's distribution contracts by different DeFi protocols. So for example, the pool that I showed you with the wrapped staked Ethereum, the rewards for that pool come from Lido, which Lido is the issuing authority behind wrapped staked Ethereum. And then, like, for example, the Bitcoin pool I was in, those rewards were directly supplied by the Arbitrum Foundation. So again, really cool farm, because it's not going to run out of money, because the money doesn't come from them. It comes from anybody who wants to add it. So check it out. Really cool DeFi stuff. Sorry for getting so deep into tech on a not tech day, guys. I'm just blown away that they're paying so fucking much money for this liquidity. So, I'm used to like 400, but 800 is nuts. Like, It's way too much.
Our sticker drop goes live in 11 minutes.
It was DNA's fault. He's right. He triggered me. You can't ask me how do we discover new tokens that just launched and like not expect it to derail into deep DeFi concepts.
He asked about a Solana token and ended up with Lido talk.
Yeah, ask about Solana tokens. Like, why are you doing that? Just do Ethereum liquidity because it's just Ethereum and they're paying you so much more.
It's also
Yeah.
legitimate tokens, not like moonshot shit that's
Exactly,
probably
yeah.
a scam.
You can participate with like staked ETH in a way that you just can't do with meme coins. Meme coins, you're definitely gambling and you're playing like this nonsense. But when you're holding Ethereum in a liquidity pool, that can be part of a serious investment strategy. And for me, it is.
Meme coins is pretty much gambling, which if you like to gamble, it's fun, but you're like as likely to get fucked as you are to make money, if not more. We're on this grubfish before we do our sticker drop. Also, the mechanic said I need to pick up my car today, so I might need to borrow some cash from you, Max. And pay you back in cash once I get my car and go to the bank. My car had brakes were fucked, front brakes needed replacing. I somehow broke an axle, like the axle on the fucking thing is broken and is leaking oil. And that shit's kind of expensive to replace. I also never know, like, I don't know enough about cars to know if my mechanic's fucking me over. Like, he could tell me that shit's broken and I would trust him, but there could have been nothing wrong with the car.
I should offer
Crazy.
my mechanic a work trade. I'll be like, I'll teach you DeFi if you teach me car stuff.
I don't think they're going to take that offer.
They're going to be like, I don't give a shit about DeFi. What did they say? Did they call already? They said what it would run you?
Yeah, it's gonna be like 730. Just
Okay.
he's
That's
saying
still
like
like-
780 to 800 yesterday. And I haggled him down a little bit. I was like, oh, well, that's the price he told me. He's like, oh, it's gonna be 780. I was like, I thought you told me 780 with a card. You'd give me a cash discount. He's like, oh, well, if you pay cash, I can do 730. I was like, I'll take it.
Nice. That's
Yeah, I don't know
always
if
a
you
good technique.
heard me
with,
ask. I don't know if you
this
can.
amount. And you're like, what is it for cash?
Do you have that cash? You said you have like $700. I'll pay you back if I can borrow
Yeah, let me
it.
go. Let me see it. I'm pretty sure.
I don't need it like immediately, but after we stream.
Let me
He
just.
says that to pick it up by 5, and he said not. He's like, I have room for your car, but he's like, I need to pay my employees, so he's going to use the money, I guess, to pay his employees immediately. If I can.
Oh, that makes
feel
sense.
bad.
It's Friday. 1 second. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I do.
I also have like some cash on me, so if you only have 700 or close to it, I can probably fill in the last gap. Congrats to Pop and Stock. We're going to send you a Virgin Destroyer from Lude Momoko series. I feel like I've accidentally said it multiple times, but we're probably doing a collab with them that they may or may not have been working on stream for quite some time. But we like Black Fang, and we think the Lude Momoko community is dope. So somebody we wanted to do a collab with on Wax. All right, I'm gonna open up another form. I could also play. I made a Lude Momoko cyberpunk song. I'll play that. I played it yesterday, but you might be hearing this in an NFT sometime soon. the notes that Black Fang gave me is like I wanted to sound like glitchy and cyborgy, so I added all those weird like I don't know, like glitchy noises. It's trying to do like cyberpunk with like glitch effects, which isn't really in my wheelhouse as far as like if you've listened to the music I make like classic rock inspired music. So was a little more EDM-y than what I'm used to making, but I think it turned out okay. I'll probably do a little more editing on it, but think it turned out pretty cool. And then yeah, we're probably gonna make a neon version of Momoko for our side of the collaboration, and you might see a Ludi living in Neon City.
Oh yeah. I have 600 in cash in like large enough bills to be reasonable. I have the rest, but it's like in tens and fives. So I have 600 in like 220s and 400 and $100 bills.
Let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got $80 right here. I can find another 20.
I probably have some in my wallet too.
We're just counting cash on stream. This is the Neon Space money counting stream.
Let's go. Oh hell yeah! No, I definitely have enough. I have enough. There's another $100 bill in here. What have a $100 bill in my wallet?
Oh,
well,
then yeah,
Costco. I got my Costco cash back recently. Let's go.
Then yeah, if you can give me 700, then I can cover the 30 with my smaller bills, and then I'll just pay you back 700. Sick. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah. Have you seen the new Funko Star Wars NFT Pops? I didn't look at the actual drop, but I saw that they were doing it. But let's see. Funko Digital. Let's check them out. I think they're only, because it's a Disney property, it's not going to be...
it's just on their marketplace alone. I still haven't participated in any drops that are like that. I like the...
Okay, this is pretty sick, though. You can get an upside-down frozen Luke.
Oh my god, that is super sick. So it has like the base with like the canyon wall and shit.
Yeah. This is one of the cooler ones I've seen on Wax. Although I will say that outfit is not my favorite Luke outfit. Like I don't like the snowy outfit. Also, Luke just is not really one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. I feel like he's kind of like vanilla.
Yeah, he's kind of lame. I feel like Han Solo was like the standout.
I was gonna say he's like, this is a weird analogy, but it's like he's like the Vincent Chase in Entourage, like the Entourage show. He's the star of the show, like he's the celebrity, but he's like pretty easily the most boring character. Like Drama and Turtle and like all the guys around him are more entertaining than he was, even though like he's the star. And I feel like
that is honestly though that show's a fucking mess. Like that show doesn't know who the main character is. You think it's him, but it, like follows people like I don't know. It's just a fucking mess.
You heard it here first, though. That Luke Skywalker is the Vincent Chase.
He's the Vincent Chase of the Star Wars entourage. Okay,
but it's true though. Like fucking Han Solo's cooler, Chewie's cooler. I even think like Leia's like more interesting than
Luke.
She's
way better.
Luke's just boring.
She's a badass.
C-3PO is also in R2-D2. I'll take all those characters over Luke. C-3PO is pretty sick, and he has a almost looks like a. Is that like a ship panel, or I wonder what that is?
Oh, I gotta take this call. My mom's calling.
That's cool. They all have like special backs. The set is like pretty unique in that sense. And Darth Vader has like the Palpatine throne. Ooh, and you have Palpatine with the lightning. That's pretty sick. Oh shit! You got fucking Han Solo while he's getting like turned into metal. That's really cool. And Princess Leia. This is a really cool set. Also, I don't know. I feel like I'm a bigger Star Wars fan than a lot of the properties they have. Like, I'm not even like the biggest Star Wars fan, but like Star Wars is one universe that at least like I grew up watching. Like, you know, I watched all the originals with my dad, but then like the sequels came out like as I was growing up. So I was like very young when like the pod racing one came out, and I used to like go into like GameWorks and they had the pod racing machines and doing the pod racing, and then like yeah, so I feel like that was a part of my childhood. It came out, and I feel like a lot of the like the fandoms, it just kind of like depends on your age of when the stuff is coming out. So the fact that this was released like as I was a kid growing up, I feel like experienced it at the right age to be a fan. Let's see, how's our time doing? Is our 1 minute and 11 seconds until our sticker drop goes live. Oh, he's unfreezing from Carbonite. And C-3PO's in shutdown mode sitting in the Millennium Falcon. That's dope. In retrospect, the prequels were really bad, like movies, but I was young enough that I enjoyed the shit out of them when I was young. Like I didn't think the prequels, I think I said sequels, the prequels, like, yeah, I know the acting is pretty horrible, but like when I was like 10 years old, I wasn't judging people's acting. I was just like, Darth Maul is fucking sick. Like his battle with like Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi and stuff, like that shit was dope to me. Even the second one with like Count Dooku's kind of a lame villain, but like I was young enough that stuff was like, I don't know, it's just super cool. I remember being into Lego Star Wars as well, like building Star Wars sets and Legos with my friends. All right. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Let's see if this thing worked. Our sticker drop should be live right about meow. And it's not live. Oh, it's live. It's live. I didn't screw it up. So here's the link to our sticker drop. We'll be shipping them next Friday. If you order before then, you'll have a chance to win a Shine variant, which is the same artwork, but shiny. Look at that shine. All right, I need to post really quick that this stuff is live on our Discord and all the places. But thank you to everyone who supports our sticker drops. We also have VIRLs available, so if you have 2 Neon Blend tokens, you can trade those for 1 sticker. You can trade our NFTs into real life stickers, which I think is a pretty dope use case for Neon. All right. I got to post on Twitter. Post on the Twitter. So you're going to show us a... Boom. And let me post the VIRL form. Last time I posted the VIRL form on Twitter, I literally got 27,000 submissions, like 27,000 bot submissions. It was insane. So here's the form if you want to do a VIRL. It's 2 Neon Blend tokens, is 1 sticker. We cover shipping. We also ask people to only submit once to that. Although we haven't really been selling out of the VIRLs, so potentially we could start opening up to more as long as people aren't filling it out. But yeah, you send 2 Neon Blend tokens to the burn.neon wallet and we'll burn them. And then on Discord, you have to put your Discord username in. I will send you a DM with a code and a checkout link. You go to the checkout link and you type in the code, and then it makes it $0. So you're ordering through our Shopify point of sale, like Shopify interface. You put in your address and stuff, and then you put in the code, and it's just a $0 checkout. And then we will mail you the sticker. And the stickers are getting mailed out next Friday, so people have time to order before we do the Shine raffle. Which I was saying earlier, lately we haven't been doing a raffle. Like if less than 20 people or 10 people, how many shines we have buy, we just send a shine to everyone. So that's how it's been going lately, but we do, in asterisk, supplies are limited. So if we're over the amount of people of shines we have order, then not everyone gets one. And thank you, Eamster and Eric Yo, saying I bought them all. What are you saying about Count Dooku? Count Dooku is a lame villain because Lucas puts it out with revealing Jar Jar Binks as a Yoda counterpart, biggest nemesis. he came with Dooku last second because of backlash from fandom towards Jar Jar. Jar Jar was supposed to be evil. I never knew that. Jar Jar Binks also, like, I didn't hate him. Like, I feel like hating Star Wars, like the new Star Wars, it wasn't until I like got in high school and I was just like, this shit is not cool. But like in grade school and middle school, like I loved all that stuff. And but by the time the last prequel came out, I was like old enough to realize it was not good. It was like the one where like Anakin's just like a moody teenager and like murdering the Jedi Academy, and Vader has his no like ridiculous no, where it's like I remember like laughing in theaters when that happened. It's just like it sounded so ridiculous. Jar Jar Binks was also definitely annoying, but again, like all the stuff that's like annoying and cheesy, like when you're young enough, I think that stuff's cool. Like I don't know. Also think the original Star Wars are really campy and really cheesy too, but I saw those like before I saw even the prequels. So I was really young and like the campiness did not bother me, but I feel like if you're like a fully grown adult, so everybody's saying like the new Star Wars suck and stuff. I'm just like, I think they all kind of suck if we're going to be really honest. It's just the age you see them at is important. And like the campy, they're basically kids movies. So like, yeah, like when you're a full grown adult, like kids movies coming out is like not your thing. But I bet like the new Star Wars, like if you were like 9 years old when like the new trilogy came out, like I bet that shit would still rock. Like, so my main beef with the newest trilogy, the one that came out with like Rey and Finn. My biggest beef with that is just like the last one was so like uninspired. Like they just rewrote the same exact story and like even added the characters from the other stories. Like y'all got no new ideas. Like you're just gonna like retell the same exact story. But I didn't hate it. Like I had fun watching the first two, and the third one I just thought was like a bad rap on it, lazy writing. But again, I'm old enough to analyze the writing of a movie. Like I think if you're like a kid, it'd be fun. Are you talking about Kung Pao Way of the Fist? That movie? I watched the crap out of that movie back in the day. They all suck, and that's true. But the OG Star Wars 70s were groundbreaking in terms of cinematography. Everything that came later were pure cheese and fandom. I would argue, I think Jar Jar Binks was literally the first ever CGI lead character in a movie. So, like, if we're going to talk about like being groundbreaking in technology and stuff, like, I think that was actually pretty groundbreaking, even if the character was one of the most widely hated characters in the Star Wars universe. I still think technology wise it was pretty new. But yeah, I don't know. Star Wars has a special place in my heart. I also grew up playing all the games like Star Wars Battlefront. I loved that game on the original Xbox because it had like online multiplayer and you could pick your class and then like you're fighting in like big battles. It was like you could, yeah, I don't know. That was super fun. And then I played there was a game on PC that you were a single character and you had a lightsaber and it's like a lightsaber dueling game. You could play in servers that had like 20 people and you just run around like duel people and it was like a either a death match or a team death match. And I played that game a lot. Like and I also had like we've gone over this on stream before, but I had like a Star Wars board game where it's like a strategy board game where you like moved the characters around. They're almost like little Warhammer pieces, and then you fought them with cards. You had like cards for each character, and if you like got within a certain realm, then you could play an attack card if you moved into the other one. And like I played pod racing too. I was talking about pod racing earlier. I've not only played it on N64, but I used to play it at the GameWorks arcade. I don't know if GameWorks was national, but GameWorks was like an arcade in Seattle that just had tons of different arcade, like big arcade console games. And then like the pod racing was one of those ones where you sat down like a racing game where you actually sat in a car seat and you had like a full wheel and you could play like LAN where you're playing like 8 real people who are all sitting next to you. And that was super fun. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection remastered coming soon. I have one of the newer ones. I think it's Star Wars Battlegrounds now, but even that was pretty fun. It's on like Epic Games. But yeah, I don't know. I grew up in the Star Wars fandom, playing Star Wars video games, board games, like as I said earlier, collected Legos. Like we had some of the Star Wars Lego sets with like Anakin, and my neighbor is really into it too. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out Jordan, my best friend growing up. And I think because he was really into it, like he had all the Star Wars Lego sets, and I would build them with him, and then we'd like role play with characters in the Star Wars universe with our Legos, and it was real nerdy shit. But yeah, grew up doing that, so I feel like even if those movies don't stand the test of time, and rewatching them, I'm like, oh, this is fucking garbage. Like, it's still at the time I loved it, and like it has a soft spot in my heart, even if it's not great films, and like from a technical standpoint, it's not great, but I don't know. Star Wars is a fun universe. I don't know if I'll buy the Funko though. I'm pretty like not interested in the idea of something only being available on drop, just because it's not easy to buy stuff on drop. Like I don't have to go move USDC. I guess you can move it from Polygon now, so you can do layer 2 gas fees, which is a little more reasonable. But it used to be like it's like I don't know, 10, $15 to do a transaction on Ethereum, and I'm like, I'm not trying to fucking spend $15 to buy a $30 Funko on the aftermarket. It is on Wax. It's just it's on their own marketplace, the Drop IO marketplace. So the assets are minted on Wax, but they cannot be traded outside of Drop Wallet. So you can't trade them on Atomic Hub or NFT Hive or any of the third-party marketplaces. You can't transfer them out of their wallet. So it's in a custodial wallet, and it can only be traded on the Drop marketplace, which I don't know is all right, but you can't use Wax on the Drop marketplace, which is really what stops me. It's like if I could just trade Wax on the Drop marketplace, then who cares? But I have to go convert it to USDC. And Wax doesn't have USDC, so you got to like, use Simple Swap or find a way to source USDC. That and like I just don't love the idea of holding my stuff in a custodial wallet. Like, I mean, if Drop goes down, likely most of the Funko shit will be worthless anyway. But I'd like to be able to hold it on my Ledger or like a collector wallet. I don't want to only be able to have it in a custodial wallet that I have to rely on signing in through my email through their servers and stuff. But I also wouldn't blame Funko for that. It's Disney. Because if you look at the two ones that are only on Drop, it's the Mickey Mouse collection or whatever that one was, and then the now Star Wars, and they're both properties owned by Disney. So I think Disney is the one that's like fuck decentralization, because they've done multiple drops after the Disney one, and those have all been not drop exclusives. So I think it's a contract with Disney, and I wouldn't blame Funko for like I don't know. It's huge for Funko to have those properties, so they're like, we'll do whatever you guys want to do, and like that's fine by me. I don't think Funko is to blame for that. But yeah, it does sort of seem like Funko's distancing itself from Wax a little bit, but I don't know. They're still doing drops on Wax. They're still the top traded collectible on Wax times like 10, because they always have like 10 different collections in the top 10 compared to any other ones. But we'll see. I hope they stick around, because Wax is kind of in a really bad shape without them, and they're just like the most legitimate project on Wax, really. Like, so I'm okay with what Funko's doing. Disney's always been weird about centralization and stuff. Disney also drops on Vive, and Vive is like the most centralized friggin'. Like, I refuse to use Vive. Vive is horrible. Vive not only is like custodial centralized buying, but you need like $600 in your account to withdraw. So you can buy like a $30 thing, sell it for $50, and then your money is just trapped in there. You have to like reach a certain threshold to be able to withdraw money. So they like, I don't know, I was like, who the fuck is it? Like, why? Like, why is this bullshit set up that way? So I've kind of avoided all Disney NFT stuff for that reason. But Vive is crazy big properties. I think Disney will only work with like centralized stuff like that where they have control over their assets. Which I guess I kind of get, because like, once something's minted on Wax, you can't control it once it's out on Atomic Hub. Like, if for some reason like Disney falsely minted something and like needed to withdraw it, they could, and the drop wallets, like they could essentially take your shit out of your wallet from you, because they have control over those wallets. So like, I get it, I guess, from that sense that they want control over stuff. And then the other thing I would say is like, I don't know, Fenris Fenris was sending me a thing that people are making fake Funko collections on Wax. And as far as like customer safety goes, like being on Atomic Cup is the wild, wild west. Anybody can make a collection called like Funko Star Wars and then make fake packs and sell them to people who don't know what they're doing, and they can lose money. And what something that Drop Exclusive does is that doesn't fucking happen. Nobody can make a collection on the Drop Marketplace besides Funko or Token Head, EOS USA, whatever. The people who control Funko on Wax. So it's much safer for those customers to not be in the decentralized fucking wild, wild west. So I also kind of understand it from a like business perspective, because if you have a bunch of people buying Funko that don't know anything about crypto, you don't necessarily want them to be seeing Atomic Gov, because there's, if we're going to be real about it, more scams than legitimate projects on Wax. Like more, even like the more legitimate ones, a lot of them are just pump and dumps, like cash grab shit. So exposing your fan base to that could make them lose money and make them like your project less. So I kind of understand why you'd want to keep them on your own marketplace that doesn't allow anybody who knows how to use the blockchain slightly to make fake collections. Although, as I said earlier, like it makes me not want to buy it because I know how to use Atomic Hub and I want my shit decentralized. But I also understand the other perspective from like running a business perspective is there's a lot of downsides to decentralization, and protecting your customers is a lot easy in a centralized thing. So no, pluses and minuses for both, but we'll see. If the prices get low enough, I might try to get one of those, because I only have 2 Funko right now. I got the hamburger from the Big Boy drop, and then I have the ice guy from Iron Maiden. So I would like another Funko in my collection, and these are the coolest ones I've seen in quite some time. So I think the Han Solo one's really dope. That'd probably be the one I want the most. So we'll see what he sells for. I also like Darth Vader. I kind of wish Darth Vader had a lightsaber out, though. If he had a lightsaber out, that'd get me going. That'd get me all bricked up, Lego style. The Luke Skywalker one's really cool too, though, the upside down. But as I was saying earlier, Luke's not my favorite character in the Star Wars series. I forgot to post on our Telegram that our new sticker drop is live. Let me do that now. I don't think anybody even uses our Telegram, but it says there's still 45 members in it, so why not spam? They are all in big boxes, which can be a problem as Drop is famous for delivering damaged boxes. Oh, so they're like larger than normal Funkos because they have the stands. Interesting. And yeah, Funko, I think Funko's pretty good at replacing people's stuff, though, because I feel like I've seen people complain about damaged boxes and then they're able to get like a replacement for them. But I'm not an expert on that, so don't take my word as gospel. I feel like I saw people in the there's like the community that why am I forgetting? Pop and Stock hit me too. The like Funko collecting on Wax community. I've seen people like damage boxes, and I'm pretty sure I saw them be like, yeah, I sent them a picture of the damaged box, then was able to like return it. But you also think like these are limited releases. Like at some point there should be none left. So I feel like they order extras just in case some get damaged, but like, you know, if enough of them got damaged, they would just not have more manufactured, because these are supposed to be limited runs with limited mint counts. But I don't know. I don't know their protocol for that. I don't know the proto. Whew, my back is wrecked today. I've been dealing with weird back, neck, and shoulder pain for the past couple days. And even just standing here doing nothing, it's just like a constant dull pain. And it's pretty distracting. Max gave me some muscle relaxers, though, so that helps a bit. Eric Yo says one of my Kellogg's Pops was damaged and I got the box replaced. The only update on Woofy distribution is they said first half of Q2 of this year. So what that means exactly, I think Q2 starts in April. So April, May, June, we can say somewhere around then. But that's the last I heard from them. We did it for the Woofy. I can show you I made a Woofy meme too.
Oh right. Oh, the Dojima. That was my mom. Oh hey, I gotta show this too, since you're showing like an off the rail thing here. My cousins just came from South America, and they asked if I wanted anything. I was like, yeah, like sweets, and check out these fucking gummies that they got me.
Their mouth like denture. Those don't look appetizing. I'll just throw it out there. The teeth also aren't like nice teeth. They're like fucked up teeth. That looks horrible.
They taste like strawberry. They're good. I've never seen that before ever. Gummy teeth. I never realized how much I needed that.
Is that the lyric, or are you saying you deserve a cookie? I don't know anything all other than that one, the hook.
For the main nookie, dog song I know is the cheese tax from Twitter.
No, we're saying did it for the nookie. Is it Limp Bizkit that does that song?
Oh, yep. Okay.
That's what I was trying to reference when I said I did it for the Woofy. But I don't know enough of the song to know if the I deserve a cookie after is part of the lyrics, or like you being like, I want a cookie for knowing your reference.
Limp Bizkit.
I will say Limp Bizkit, pretty horrible band, really funny band name. Like their band name is
really
awesome.
Funny band name, yeah.
Limp Bizkit it's a good one.
That's pretty fun.
I wonder if I could find. Did you ever see that video? This is so off the rails. Of Fred Durst playing a horrible guitar solo. I feel like we've watched this on stream before.
Huh. This doesn't sound familiar to me.
1.4 million views from 16 years ago. This is what I was watching 16 years ago. Like I used to watch this all the time. I always loved that, like the memory of like this is shit I used to watch on YouTube when I was younger, like in high school and shit.
He just butchers a guitar solo?
It's his own guitar solo. I mean, whether it's just not good.
Never mind.
This isn't the solo. This is the actual song.
Okay. Oh my god.
Shag my friends tonight.
The people cheer after that. They're like, "That was."
Oh my
awesome.
God.
That's one of the worst.
That was like he didn't know how to play guitar. Damn.
As like an aspiring guitarist in high school, I always thought that was the funniest shit ever.
I bet so many people out there who practice their ass off on guitar see that and they're just like, God damn it.
This guy made a cover. I wonder if this is the cover of the fucking shitty.
Oh my god. I kind of love that this guy is doing a cover of it.
Shag my friends tonight.
That's pretty accurate recreation.
God damn, dude, nailed it. That was like impressively bad. I don't know if I've ever seen that before on the stream, at least, or ever.
I feel like I've played it before, but maybe it's just so ingrained in my memory that like That's all I can think of when I think of Fred Durst. Is like, yeah, that guy is horrible guitar solos. I think
remember
he might.
fucking-
I don't know if his like hands were in the wrong place because he's also that's not even like it wasn't in the same key as the
It
song.
didn't
Like
sound right. Yeah, it just sounded
each part
bad.
was like in a different key. Is like that's not even where you should be playing those notes. But I wonder if he's like was just feeling himself. He's like, I'm gonna throw in some improv here, or I wonder if that was rehearsed and he fucked it up. Like I don't. It's so
Maybe.
off that I can't tell. It could
It's
be
hard,
either.
yeah, hard to say.
I almost think it was practice, and he just like had his fingers on the wrong frets because it sounded so off. Like,
Yeah, it sounded
although
like
I can't imagine even if that was in key, that would have sounded good. Like,
no, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. I remember like that just reminded me of like I played like Guitar Hero, got me into a bunch of guitar music that I hadn't like listened to before I got playing Guitar Hero. And I played like what's his name? Tom Morello would have like these guitar solos in Guitar Hero that just sound crazy. And they're pretty easy to play on the like Guitar Hero game. And so I like looked up a YouTube video of him doing like those like solos that he does that just don't really sound like a guitar. And like watching like I play on Guitar Hero, it's like do like pretty easy. And then watching him do it live, and he's just like doing like insane shit with his guitar. I'm like, oh man, I don't feel like Guitar Hero is doing Tom Morello justice because these solos are crazy easy, and it looks like he's just like killing himself playing them.
a lot of his stuff is an octave pedal, though. Like the way he gets crazy sound is like a pedal where you push down on the pedal, it goes up an octave. That's like kind of his signature thing.
He was doing weird, like he would like rub the pick against the strings to make it go like I don't know.
Yeah, because he's essentially
makes
trying to emulate disc DJ scratching, like scratching in hip hop, because he's in like a hip hop rock group. So like his solos were kind of trying to emulate the sound of a DJ, and yeah, pick scratching does that.
Oh, now that you say that, his solos totally sound like that. They sound like that's fun.
I will say that he's probably the most innovative guitar player in the last 30 years, as far as like
When I saw his live stuff, I was like, this guy's good. Like when I hear his
there's just
stuff on
nobody's really like
recordings,
innovated
this
on
sounds
guitar.
like
Like it kind of goes like Jimi Hendrix, and then after Jimi Hendrix, it's Van Halen. Like
yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody from the 70s who just like changed the way the instruments played. And then I feel like in the 90s it was Tom Morello. Like he played the guitar just in a way it had never been played before. And I feel like no one's even since then has really done anything guitar that's been like that interesting to me as a guitar player.
That was
Like-
kind of my takeaway when I saw those videos of him playing live. Like, because I'd heard those songs a bunch of times, and I was like, I honestly didn't know that there was guitar in this song. Like, it doesn't sound like guitar. And he is
Matteo
really good at
Matusco.
making a guitar just sound not like a guitar. And I feel like innovative is a really good way to call it. Like, he's really innovative.
Matteo Mancuso. I've never heard of this
Oh.
guy. He's most popular. Playing bass. I don't want to see that.
I like that one guy who does the YouTube bass stuff who's always like, slap.
I mean, I'll say right now, this guy's good, but this is not innovative guitar playing.
Yeah, this is technically good. But
It's
yeah,
like-
Tom Morello's like, what are you
Eric
doing?
Johnson was doing shit more crazy than this in like the 70s.
Oh yeah, Eric Johnson is the I do like that he's finger picking up.
He's playing
He's
blues, but
definitely
he's adding in more like major and minor. Like he's adding in the blues scale is only 5 notes, and then he's adding in like the major and minor inflections based on what chords being played, and that's why it's a little more like Eric Johnson than it is like straight blues, because straight blues is very like you don't add extra notes.
The guitar also looks like Eric Johnson's guitar.
He's good though. Let's
He's
maybe
good.
check a not blues song though, because I feel like that's probably not the best example of guitar playing.
Him shred.
I like how quickly I pick up the Eric Johnson influence. Like that sounds like Eric Johnson. It's like, yeah, this is like prog guitar. Which again, no shade to this guy. Like he's very good at guitar, better than I am. But I don't hear this and go like, oh, he reinvented the instrument. Which is what I think like Tom Morello did. Like no one else sounds like Tom Morello, nor did what Tom Morello did before Tom Morello, which is why it's so impressive. Same with like Hendrix. Like people that like take an instrument that's been played for 40 years and just make sounds out of it that nobody's ever fucking heard before. Like
Yeah, I do feel
Doesn't
like
happen
that's a
very
good
often.
sign. That's a good sign of like a good, talented like musician on his instrument. If it has like a sound that you can identify as that musician, like with Jimi Hendrix, you can totally hear him playing like that. Oh, this is fucking Eric Clapton. Or, I mean Eric Johnson. This is
Wasn't
Cliffs
that
of
funny
Dover.
though? I heard him
Yeah.
play like 3 seconds of a blues song, and it was like, this sounds like Eric Johnson. Then we go to the other one, and it like turns into Eric Johnson. I'm like, damn, my
Yeah,
fucking music history ears are good.
definitely. I recognize that.
even-
That's like the intro riff to Cliffs of Dover, and I love the like main riff. They're like like I don't know. This song is cool. You should play a little more of it.
I don't think this is what that is. This is called The Great Wall.
Oh, okay. It sounds very much like it. Thought we wouldn't notice.
Damn, fucking sweet picking. This guy definitely shreds, dude.
I mean, he knows how to shred.
Tim Henson, I think, is a person that I actually think like this guy is one guy that might be doing something that like I have never heard before. And it's mainly because of the effects, but same with Tom Morello. Like you can't play Tom Morello's style without the effects. The same with like Hendrix. That's one of the reasons why Hendrix was so innovative, is because nobody had heard a wah-wah pedal or like a fuzz pedal, or like the stuff he was doing was stuff that's been played before, but he threw like effects on it that people have never heard. Even Van Halen, like Van Halen does like, he's got distortion phaser and does those big slides that sound like, like some of those effects he did was like, it's right place, right time, because they're alive as the effects are coming out, and then the first people to utilize them in a way nobody's heard before. They're also all phenomenal guitar players. Like Van Halen sounds good without effects, and so does Jimi Hendrix. But like, if you're an excellent guitar player, innovative, and also are the first person to use an effect, that's how I feel like you kind of like end up being a guitar hero and not just a great guitarist. And Tim Henson has some of the craziest guitar sounds I've ever heard. And it's like a plugin that he built with the company that I actually really want to buy. But it's basically like you can choose MIDI notes on a piano, like play a piano roll, and then it like replaces your guitar playing. Not even replaces, but it like infuses the note you're playing guitar with a synth doing the same note that you program in the MIDI. So you can like, I don't know, I'll play this video, but it's fucking nuts.
DSP. Hey friends, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a harmonized vocoded guitar sound using my plugin Archetype Tim Henson. I've used this sound on many songs such as Rich Kids by Polyphia, Block by Internet Money, Where You At by Ian Dior, Imagination by Tillian, and many more. You can download a free 14-day trial, so please.
Yeah, that's like just a fucking crazy. I've never heard that guitar sound before, this guy. So somebody's been playing guitar and studying the history of guitar for most of my life at this point. Like very few people I hear stuff and I'm like, what the fuck was that? And how do you do that? And here I'll show how he does it. Like he builds chords on MIDI.
To hear that it's pretty much done most of the work for us. You can use any soft synth you want. We really just need to be able to hear the notes. So now we're going to go ahead and drag all of these out and continue to do this for every chord. So now that you've got your MIDI sorted, you're going to insert a new audio track. And we're going to name this Multi-Voicer. Add an instance of Archetype Tim Henson. You would normally scroll over to the Multi-Voicer and engage and turn on the MIDI, but I've made it easy for you and made a preset which you can download from the link in the description.
Did he make this MIDI?
This will make everything.
He made it in joint with Archetype, is the company who makes the plugins. Like the guitar plugin I use the most is the Archetype Corey Wong plugin, which emulates Corey Wong's amp sounds through their own plugin. This is like they did one with Tim
Can
Henson.
you create like an interface for it yourself and then like upload that like this dude, or is that not what this dude did?
He's the artist and he built it. Archetype is the company that built. Like he's not a part of the Archetype team.
Oh,
They
he's
work
the
with
artist
famous
that,
guitar
like
players.
the tool is emulating his sound.
Yes, and also like this, I don't think exists outside. Like they built this for him because this didn't exist. Like, but this guitar sound is just you like do MIDI piano, and it takes the notes from the piano and it mixes your guitar with them. So like makes your guitar sound like a synthesizer mixed with a guitar, and it's fucking wild.
Sound good for you. So there's going to be a slight lag. So what you're going to want to do is turn your sample rate down. And I normally keep an instance of Archetype Tim Henson up running as a standalone so that I can hear real-time playing. Okay, so now monitor yourself. Turning on the auto right there. And then you're going to want to take off all of this.
Let me smear this.
So that you have nothing on your MIDI channel. Make sure it's routed to the multi-voicer. Okay. All right. Now we're going to play with the multi-voicer and let the metronome run.
The way it sounds like it's like sucking in. Like I love that guitar sound. I'm not a huge fan of this guy's music, but I feel like he's one of the that's chill. It's like, sounds so fucking cool. But this guy's also like again, you'd be like, oh, he's just using a bunch of cheap tricks from like he's using cheap tricks, he's using effects plugins. It's like, no, this guy's so good without that, he doesn't need it. But like you take someone that's like one of the best guitar players in the world and then give them a unique plugin shit, that's how you become like a guitar god. But here's him just playing like on an acoustic. I don't know if we can play that getting flagged, but who's the other one I like? His name's like Ashika Nito. This guy I also think is like one of the most innovative guitar players alive. And he plays a similar style to Tim Henson, where like I feel like these are kids that grew up learning all the guitar gods. Like they had Van Halen and Hendrix, but then they also grew up listening to like Annie McKee and like the people who do like the acoustic slap tapping on YouTube, basically like people that from their young age of learning guitar were able to look up all of the styles of masterful guitar, and then they just blend all of them. So it's like jazz mixed with shred metal mixed with like acoustic tapping, and it ends up just being fucking crazy. I wonder if I can find one of the electric ones. I feel like that's gonna get claimed. I like the ones where he does like jazzier sounding shit, like more like you can see I've seen some of his stuff. So he plays kind of like here. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is. That's not that impressive. Okay, here's some of the ones I've watched. I'm trying to go back to like the video that I know is just fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know. But this guy's a crazy style. And as someone, again, I've played guitar and been following it. Like, these people are doing things where it's like, yeah, I haven't really heard that before. And it's cool to see the evolution. Like, people that are pushing guitar forward in a way that's like combining all of the different eras of Guitar Heroes, from like the jazz shredders to the metal shredders to like the acoustic shredders with tapping and stuff. And it's like, just fucking cool. God, that's so fucking nuts, dude. That guy is so good at guitar. But yeah, that for me is like some of the most innovative stuff happening on guitar now. And it's in a very like specific like YouTube niche genre where like none of that shit's getting played on the radio. And those are kind of like the guitar heroes of the 2020s and 2010s. And it's interesting. I honestly don't even really like the way that music sounds that much, but I respect the shit out of their playing and their innovation because they're just like pushing the instrument forward, which I feel like not enough people do. Because I don't. I just want to sound like BB King. Like, I want to play guitar like it was played in 1962, 1963. Don't really have any interest in moving past that, but anybody that does and is able to, I think that's super impressive because it's very hard to be innovative on an instrument that had people basically master it like 50 years ago. Like, it's very hard to get better than like Van Halen and the 80s shredders. Like, you can't play much faster than them. You can just like play different styles mashed together faster is what they're doing now. All right, we got a Crittercraft going if everyone wants to join. Exclamation point neon. I'm gonna have to make myself another tea here in a second. Muscle relaxers are starting to kick in that Max gave me, and that makes me a little tired. Take that shirt off. Oh, there's another guy that I really liked who plays like insane acoustic. Let me see if I can find him. He does like a cover of Fly Me to the Moon by Sinatra. That's like nuts. Fly me to the moon. Let me play amongst the stars. Fly me. I have to look through my texts because I texted this to my friend. Then there it is. It is. His name is Marcin. Marcin, this guy also, if we're talking modern guitar heroes, plays the gnarliest shit I've ever seen. Like, I do not understand how you get this good at guitar.
Oh, these are like the fucking super young kids that grew up watching all these like YouTube video tutorials and now just shred like insanely well.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lane of like YouTube musicians that's just like a cut above what YouTube musicians used to be.
It's people that like have had access to all the entire history of music, recorded music from the second they started learning their instrument. And it creates like a really weird fusion of styles. Let's see. I like his Sinatra one. I'm sure this is going to get copyright claim, but
Holy. Weird flamenco picking style. Yeah, reminds me of like Joey Gabriella.
all right. Before we get our stream shut down,
Holy crap.
He did one with Rob Scallon that I watched where he like talks about how he developed the style, and it's so fucking nuts.
Are
That's
you
not
like
it.
the Instagram guitar player?
Although I wouldn't say that, you know, like to me, like if I do Kashmir, for example, that was one of the really big things that happened to me. If the melody goes, right, Kashmir, I'm not just gonna keep playing.
I could do that.
It's like, come on, you know, I can do like, yeah, and it's all like if I do something original, like,
Ooh, that's risky.
like
What is that noise he's making?
same harmony, but like completely different vibe.
On an acoustic guitar, dude. What the fuck?
Dude,
I thought I could play guitar, but this
you know?
guy.
Yeah. Fill in the gaps that are left.
Yeah, he's fucking insane.
I like at the beginning, he's like, it's just this. Dun, 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 dun. Like, I could do that. And then, like, the next one, he's like, then you add this. Like, oh, yep, I'm out.
He also talked about like the way he developed his style was he was like he played solo guitar and he's like I wanted to sound like bass, drums, and guitar at the same time. So he's trying to do like all of the instruments at once on a guitar, and it ends up just being wild. DNA says I was so hungry, ordered burgers, and actually can't eat them. It's just too much. How many burgers did you order? Dun, 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 dun. That's some Led Zeppelin. It sounds so different than the actual guitar part, which is like dun 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 dun. And also, we got stickers available. I feel like I haven't been advertising as much as I should be, but new sticker dropped today. Formality Flawless Wardrobe, $3, international shipping included, and they're hand signed and numbered by the artist Paul, and also they will you potentially get a shiny one
Oh,
if
yeah.
you order normal one, so you can get 2 for 1 basically if you
These ones are, I really like these ones. These are like,
order in the first week.
this artwork is one of my favorites. I gotta scoop this one. And also, thank you so much for anyone buying them and supporting us. Like, doing this stuff is super fun, and I'm happy to see all that every
Yeah.
time we do a drop. That people
Helps
are-
us continue to do this. All the money we make on the stickers, we put into buying more stickers.
Yeah, it's just
stamps.
genuinely fun, and I love that people like have fun along with us like that. It's great. Thanks so much. Makes me feel like we're accomplishing stuff.
DNA was asking if we have any updates on our PFP thing earlier.
Oh yeah, I have to talk to Paul about finishing some. We gotta start crushing out some, but we're basically at a spot now where we can just start crushing them out, and it should be like within the next few weeks. So long as
The
I get Paul-
last I heard, we have like 200-ish done.
Yeah, so we're probably like closer to like 3 or 4 because Paul has been like super busy with like JFL, and then fucking Herald audition was like this weekend, and
And Paul is like 4 projects that he works on every week, pretty much seems like.
yeah, Paul has been kind of, but all that stuff is basically finished now, so we should be like having like some headway making like in the next couple days.
Honestly, timing wise,
Well-
I think it's going to work out as far as like we're trying to kind of price ours a little higher than most people have been dropping them for. And like it's just been so sad on wax and people not having money. If wax pumps and this wax is worth like
Yeah,
20, 30 cents, it'll cost less wax to buy our stuff. So all the people that have been holding wax, it'll be easier to buy.
yeah,
It's gonna be tethered
Like,
to the US
it's
price.
30
not
cents,
the-
and it's only like 50 wax. You know, like that's not bad.
I don't know if that math
Well, not quite that math, but you know,
checks out.
math is hard.
Yeah, we're trying to make 750 of them. So
Yeah, and they should.
if we're at like 300 or 400, we're over halfway done. But not only are we, that's just the rendering. All the artwork's already finished. So like
Yeah. Then we
he doesn't
need
have to
render it and put
manually
that out.
draw
And then
another
I think
300.
we want to
Just
do
have
like
to-
a pack, right? They want to be packs, like into like 1-card packs, right?
Yeah.
So I still have to make a pack. Although I think
We also have
packs
to
can be.
Do all of the
I'm just gonna
on-chain
do
shit,
like a
which is gonna take a
cycle of
while.
the different, like the main chase ones, maybe with a few sprinkled in. That should be pretty easy to do a pack artwork thing.
And then you have to re-render all of them with music. So it's probably gonna be a minute.
Right,
It's-
we have to
I'm
do
assuming
all of
you
them
have
with
the
music, all of them as images, upload those separately, and then like keep track of
Yeah,
everything.
so there's
as
still a
we're
lot of
making-
work to be done, but I
It's-
can also
it's a
help with
decent
that.
amount of clerical work
Once we get the shit rendered, then I can start doing all the on chain and like I can start doing the
That's
IPFS.
true.
I just can't do like I already finished the music, but I can't do what Paul does. So once
That's
we get
true.
past
So-
Paul's step, then Max and I can start cranking
yeah,
stuff
Lewis
out.
has been kind of in like this limbo where like he can't really help us get the ball moving further.
Next thing I'm going to do is delete the 250 songs I like the least. Because if we're only doing 750,
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I want to get rid
'Cause
of.
I started like I have a few things that I want to start like putting out now with the music, and I'm like, I started grabbing some for from the folder. I'm like, is this like should I use this with that? And like I'm like I just need to not be so precious about it. I'm just gonna go random. Like this is going with this, and only like the super chase ones are gonna have like necessarily have like fitting music that like if it's like the night guy will have like something that's like more themed to him or something like that versus it being completely random. You're not gonna have
Yeah,
like,
it's
like a reggae
it
night
just
song.
takes too much time to look through all the files too. Like,
Exactly.
and my thing
but-
that I was just suggesting to you is just don't go in order, because if you do like all of the ones with the reggae hat all end up having the same songs. I think it's cooler if you like skip 30 songs each time you pick one, so it's not, because I did them in like this drum beat and this bass line, and then I'd switch the guitar and the piano, switch the guitar and piano. But like
so then there's
5 in a
more
row are
s-
pretty
the
similar.
closer they are in the list, the closer they are to each other in sound.
Yeah.
As well.
So like to make not all the ones that look visually similar also have similar music, I feel like it'll make them more varied if we do some skips there.
Yeah.
Night man, oh, fighter of the day,
Whoa.
man. Whoa.
I also like the new the Burn Street song is great. The like chorus from Disco Jones.
Yeah. We have one of those to give away at some point.
Disco Jones.
Is the Atomic Hub working again? Seems like
No
it.
nostril is safe now. The cops for the takedown. Whacked out on the beach, lying face down.
Atomic Hub is still fucking slow, even though it's working. Come on, Atomic Hub. I believe in you. Load.
Atomic Hub has been this is it failed to fetch error. I've been getting that since like a couple days already.
I sent an NFT from Atomic Hub a second ago, so like it's working.
Okay,
some-
never mind.
Disco Jones, got the good flow, and nobody knows till you show 'em that Disco Jones. You play your cards close to your chest, you're folding and holding it on my hand. What's this feeling inside of me? Who's the man in the mirror? I still can't see Disco Jones. You got to build a home with bricks and stones. Disco Jones.
Yeah. I think all the neons are gone of that, but I think there's still some lits left in the. I mean, we can check.
Damn, you got Mint 2 right there, huh?
Yeah, I blended into. I got lucky. Let's look at the template and see if there are any are left in the blend pool. Nope, they've all been pulled.
I froze the everything.
We've won the giveaway though. This actually isn't mine. This is the one in the. This is the one in the giveaway wallet. So Mint 8 is the one we're gonna end up giving away.
Oh wait, I thought I thought it was 2.
I might have pulled 2. I don't know. Let's look at my wallet. God, my fucking back hurts. Sometimes I forget it's hurting, and then like I move my arm, and it's like, oh, that's too much. Go just not Neon Space NFT. Neon
Yeah.
Fanatics.
God, back. This is like giving me like flashbacks by proxy.
Well, I don't know if this is gonna fucking load, so we'll just not do that.
Disco.
Dude, I don't know if I showed off on stream, but we have identity and business badges now, so we're all badged.
Oh yeah,
up.
I saw that the other day. That happened when I was in Arizona. I saw the email. I was like,
It took
"Fuck
me
yeah,
fucking emailing them
time."
a bunch of times about everything, and they're like,
Look at
the part that
that.
bothered me the most about that is they didn't tell us there was an issue. They were like, because they emailed they're like, hey, I checked and like you messed this up, and I'm like, you didn't want to let us know. Like, how are we supposed to know that? Like, we're waiting on you to tell us whether it worked or not, and there's an error on our end, and you just didn't tell us for 3 months. Like, how are we supposed to guess that? And, like, I guess just following up, and then like the person they're like, no one has been KYC'd. I'm like, that I like sent your screenshot. I'm like, here's a fucking email from the people saying that we're verified. Like, it happened, like you're looking up the wrong shit, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Like you guys are good to go." But
Well, whatever. I got thoughts, but I'm happy it's done, and there's no point in like talking shit.
I'm also just happy we have all the badges now, so we're good to go.
Right?
We look
We have
very
some-
official. We've
We
also
have some
got
pretty
the
cool ones.
3-year age badge. We've got the Creator's Choice 2022 badge. I feel like
Let's go.
we got business, identity, and content. We're the real deal, y'all.
Yeah, baby.
And I feel like that'll look
Club
good.
says so.
When we do our when we finally do our profile picture drop, now we have all that sorted. So,
Yeah.
and I don't know what's up with my back besides it's just fucked right now.
I feel like in my ideal scenario too, like Woofy token has like very recently launched. Solana people are over on Wax looking to degen right as our shit is launching. So
Yeah, the timing might work out well. So we would have
Might.
launched it when we originally launched it. That was like the most bearish time on Wax in the history of
that
Wax.
would
I
have
think it
sucked.
was sold
They'd,
worse.
like, that would have also been like the tail end of people aping into PFPs on Wax, because I think there was a hot minute where PFPs on Wax were on fire.
Yeah, which I'm also fine. Like we're not going after the like profit share
we're-
staking crowd. So
So we would have caught the tail end, and that would have been okay. But I feel like it's better to do this kind of stuff during a bull market anyway.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see if people like it. Certainly put in a lot of work, so I hope they do. But never know until you release it. I want to make a tea really quick. I don't know if you have something to share.
Yeah. Let's see. What should we look at in the meantime?
Why is this formatted like this? Oh, I meant to do this one. All right, I'll be right back.
Disco Jones? Let me poke around. The market really quick here, since Lewis is stepping away. If I do this, no, I want to. That's the wrong one. There we go. Or maybe not even that. Maybe I just share my screen like this. Boom. Yep. But no, I want to be smaller. I'm like fucking this up. Hold on. I'll figure this out. Okay. Full screen is not really what I wanted. I still wanted like the side guys. Add. There we go. Okay. Let's see what I'm looking at right now. Here. I want to show off this thing that I was talking about earlier. I think this is such a cool thing. This is where I go to market make. You have, this is Bitcoin or Ethereum. Yeah. It's telling you about rewards you can claim, by the way. So there's this whole rewards program, right? And every $1 in fee that you pay using this platform, they give you 30.2 Lyra tokens. And then each week, like there's like a distribution of those tokens, and they're all adding up right now until the final like unlock period. But basically, like a month from now, they are all unlocked, and then from then on, it's like every week you can just claim them at the end of the week. But the way this works is like, or the way that I use this is, you can deposit either Bitcoin, Ethereum, or USDC, and you can do that from like Ethereum mainnet or from a layer 2 like Optimism or Arbitrum, which is great. So you can actually participate with like from a blockchain where the fees are like 10 cents. So you could do this with like $100 if you want. But I deposit Ethereum, and then I come and I go like, okay, April 26th expiration. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell a put option, which is already out of the money. So a put option is basically if the price falls below this, then anything below that you basically are on the hook for. But you can see like a put option here where it's $3,600 for this one, and right now the price is $3,687. So if on April 26th this were to expire at this price, then this option would be worthless. And I come here and I sell an option like this. So one option contract, and then you can see if the price of Ethereum were to fall, at some point you are on the hook for the downside. But in a bull market, I'm generally doing this like a week or two out, and then at the end of that week, if the price of Ethereum is below my spot price, then I keep the entire premium, and then I can just roll this over. So like
TNA says he just bought Beanie on Solana. If you want to look at it,
oh no, lost which one?
Beanie, Beanie, like the cap.
Oh yeah, let's see. Yeah.
I also
Either way, that was Lyra. That's like an option trading platform. BENIE?
EAN.
BAN. IE or
He
something?
said IE, yeah.
Beanie on Solana.
Liquidity 61K seems pretty shallow.
Ooh-wee. Look at this guy. Launched
28 minutes ago.
minutes ago. Finger on the pulse. Let's do this. I mean, there's going to be like no point in looking at this chart. It just got made, so it's like impossible to pull anything from it at this point, right? No data. The 15-minute chart looks like this. We're on candle number 3. Damn. But yeah, let's see. This is okay. You got 17 red flags already, but 33 rockets. Not too many poops or fires. So
It's the best
So-
way to judge these coins.
oh, okay. So I haven't used Dex Screener so much on Solana, but there's a lot less of a like breakdown. If you're on other blockchains, it like on the bottom here, it'll be like here's the different contract allowances and everything. It tells you like for the token. I guess Solana is like I'm less familiar with the infrastructure of Solana. I know it's not an EVM chain, so I have a less of an understanding of how to vet anything here. But look at this go. I mean, 81,000.
TNA says he's already up 20%.
Yeah, I mean it's up 71% in the last 5 minutes. I mean, this kind of shit is fun. You can like trade this nonsense. Have you tried selling it? Like, I guess even if you are up 20%, just try selling like a tiny amount of it and confirm that like your wallet is able to sell. Beans for someone just sold $20. Look, you can see all these people buying and selling it.
Buy it, sell it.
I don't know, buy it. Here,
Prices are fantastic.
Here, we'll get the 1 second chart up. Now I can really degen it up. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Let's add some indicators while we're at it. How about like the Bollinger Bands? Bam! Let's watch these Bollinger Bands paint in real time. All right. Looks like we're right below it right now. Let's see. Is it going to break out on the 1 second chart? We're trying to hold above the orange middle line here. Oh shit. It's getting rejected. No.
It's like the Squid Game token.
It
went to zero.
Oh, we're going to retest again. We're fucking around with it. Maybe. Nope. Getting rejected at the middle line on the Bollinger Band middle line. Fucking with the 1 second chart can be fun to like see how well your like predictions hold up because you get feedback so quickly. Because right now, like we're getting lower highs, lower lows. We're moving down, and so like yep, and we are moving down. Let's see, where is support? We'll move down to possibly here, and then like right here, 0.0053 something. Oh, there we go. We hit it, and we're gonna hold. We're on support from like this level. Let's see. Doesn't look. Yeah, look, we are finding support. You can see this sell-off stopped. We're bouncing. See, technical analysis at work. You can test your theories right in real time here. Watch it fucking play out. We're gonna probably retest the top again and keep moving down. We're on support now, so we're trying to hold this line. We need to bounce here and then break the Bollinger Band middle line to flip the trend back up. Otherwise, if we don't bounce here on support, we're gonna dump. So this is a decent spot to like gamble. Buy is this is support. Buy here. Set your limit orders here is what I would have done if I was watching this and it was like, this is where support is. We're breaking the middle band. Here we go. Going up now. Yep. This is fun DNA. He's got money on these horses. He's like, and it's pulling away again. It's breaking the middle line. Ridiculous. It's a ton of volume here though, man. I gotta say. Those are $1,600, 300, 35, 35. Someone just sold $80. So right now, here we go. SR flip the middle line. We're testing it for the first time. If we can bounce on the middle line and turn it to support, yes, support confirmed. Now, oh no, fake out. Yep, that's it. Rejected. We lost the line again. So now we're going to retest the previous support. We're looking now for a higher low. So we don't want to drop below the previous low here. If we can find a higher low and bounce up, that's bullish. So far looking not bad. Like it's forming a higher low. It's curving up. So then it's like curving up. It'll retest again. Orange line. Is it going to find? Nope. It's getting rejected here. Are we going to remain? Is the higher low staying intact so far? This is starting to look questionable. Could be turning. You gotta see, we're gonna retest the orange line a third time, and if we get rejected, it might be a rejection that also pushes lower. Here we go, starting to look bearish again. So we're testing the previous support, but we're still not quite at that previous low, so can still save the higher low here. It's trucking along. Let's see. It looks like the bulls are pushing back a little bit. You can see the green orders coming in. The bulls are buying. No, bears coming back hard too. I like that it shows you like the size of the trader's wallet. Like this guy's a fish, this guy's like a shrimp, based on like how much they've bought. This guy's a shiny shrimp, which is like a brand new participant in this liquidity. Oh, there you go. Low and lower low. So bearish. Now this is not looking amazing until it was a divergence and it faked you out. Oof. I would have gotten a little bit in trouble here, I think, if I was trading this on a much longer timeline. But longer timelines have a lot less of these styles of fake outs too, because this type of move on a bigger timeline would be fucking massive. Right now we're looking at like it's a range of like less than 20%. Or no, it's not. It's actually a pretty wide range. This is just an insanely volatile token. Let's see what our range is. We can find the range. There's a ruler.
TNA said he went to the toilet and is down 50%.
Yeah, you can't be under the toilet when you trade this stuff. Yeah, this is a pretty wide range. This is about 180, 200% range. So like it's fluctuating like this amount of space. The whole size of my screen here would be 200%. So like from here to the top is about 100%. This goes a really big. Right now you are seeing still, let's see the remake. So this is our previous low, we're kind of ground above, and then we got a quick divergence here, which made a lower low. But then we up, and now we're going to do a higher high or a higher low again. Now if we continue the higher low, and we're bouncing on the orange line, which is starting to look like this. So I think we could get back to the top relatively soon here. That's assuming it holds. So let's see what else. Yeah, that's pretty fun though. You can trade shit coins all day, man. I love that. I love that black crypto, and you can really fuck around with it. Because we were looking at it and Everyone's thinking it's looking more bullish. Yeah, is that so? Here's the previous peak of that spike, and it's making higher peaks now. So you can see. Back very soon now. I think you should be back in profit. So at this point, adding another up here, so see how the SRSI works for us on the 1 second timeline. Here we go. So now we can get a sense of. We don't need to see all these orders. We can just see the last 3. Now you can get a sense of how much more room it has to run up or down before this move dies. So right now it's starting to like look like it's losing momentum, but you can see our RSI is still in the middle, so we could expect it to kind of go either way. But as long as we're staying above the orange line, we want this to kind of like get to the bottom as it stays above the orange line. Let's see if we can get that, because that'll basically give us a high bounce. A little bit below is okay. The orange line is a little less accurate than like the maxi trading buddy like band. That would be like my strength band is like an average, kind of a little more fluid. It probably would have bounced right on that actually. And so it's doing kind of what we want for it to keep moving up. It has to kind of like has to stay above this orange line basically. And there it goes. So now it's gonna break up. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Starting to get oversold. So this little fake out or like this pushback down is gonna like wipe people out who are like, oh, it's breaking up, I'm gonna go long, and then immediately dumps. But it doesn't dump super far. It dumps basically back to maybe slightly below the previous bump here. And so it's still looking pretty bullish, especially when you can see how much room we have like in our tank here to move up. So DNA is still likely to hold. Also, this picture changes as the time frame changes, and I very, very rarely, if ever, look at the 1 second chart. Like 5 minutes is pretty fucking. This is like a really close look at the market. Like I don't think that this is super useful either. Like personally, I'll go like 15 minutes is like the minimum if I'm actually trading with like real amounts of like money, not just like swing trading shit coins. Maybe on something like this, I would play around with the 1 second chart just because it's fun. But like there's a lot more volatility and fake outs in these charts. It's a lot harder to like get confirmation from them. And the way that you would get that confirmation, because like I'm saying, it's like it looks still a little bit bullish here. So then to get more confirmation there, I'd go zoom out and I'd be like, okay, well the 1 minute here, does that look bullish? Let me reset that. And so it's like, okay, the 1 minute we are making a lower high here, so it's actually not amazing, but we're still above the middle line. We have room here, although the blue is flipping, so it's like the momentum might be shifting. The 1 minute's looking less bullish than the 1 second. And then the 5 minute would give you like the next indication where we don't even actually have enough data yet. But it is fun to kind of like keep a super close look at it and watch the 1 second play out and see if you can like use your TA to kind of call these moves. Although again, the 1 minute is going to have a lot of fake outs. So, you know, do with it what you will. But right now you can see we're kind of back up. I would probably sell based on the 1 second here. I would sell if I was in profit. I would close my position right now. And then I would like wait for the next opportunity to enter where my SRSI isn't so overbought. Since we're kind of flatlining at the top here and kind of just grinding, although this grind it looks a little bull flaggish, I would sell around here. And then if we drop back down like closer to the middle of this red band and this is back down to lower, then I would probably try to buy back in. And then I would, generally speaking, if I'm trading something like this based on the 1 second chart, I would buy and sell like multiple times in an hour. Like just
dollars. And now the mark. Oh! Oh! It went to zero! Yo!
Here we go. So this is where I'm buying back now. So I would have sold kind of around here where we're flatlining, and I'd be like, okay, you know what? I might open back, but not full size. And okay, and then there you go. You see it like fall off. I want to wait for this to start flatlining. So here I'm scaling in again, buying some more, even though we're dropping. It's like it's looking bearish. I don't know, but I'm gonna play it. And then here we go. Now I'm in profit, and at this point I would probably set a stop loss. So even if we drop back to this point, I want to at least break even, and then I want to basically ride this. And I feel like at this point my stop loss maybe has triggered, and now I'm waiting for another opportunity to enter again. But that's kind of like how I'll trade fluctuations like that. Maybe if my stop loss wasn't too aggressive, I would have caught this pump. I would have immediately moved the stop loss up here, and then I would have gotten like stopped somewhere up here in profit. So I'll be missing these next couple of candles, it looks like. But the other side of that is you get paid, or like when you use platforms to do those types of trades, they're paying you for the volume, not like how much you're making in your trade. So every trade that I like open and then close, I get a kickback for paying like the fees. And that trade, that like verbally walking through those trades, by the way, here where we were approaching this and then hit it, because we're back down and we're above the line, I would have reopened right around here. So I mean, it's easy to say that in retrospect, but I was talking about something else. But that's why I'm like using both the SRSI along with, generally I use my own indicator. The strength band is a little bit better at this, but yeah, like using like a Bollinger Bands or something along those lines. And then see again, we've pushed all the way to the top. I'm closing this trade, and now we've pushed back down, but we're not flatlining. I'm still waiting to open. And once we start flatlining, I might enter here again. So I'm long again. And so between these few seconds, that might be like 10 trades. And you very quickly, with even just doing that with like $1,000, you're very quickly getting to like $10,000 or $20,000 in volume. So doing that for a few hours, like 2 or 3 times a week, is enough for me to get to like $250,000 in volume, and then get rewarded pretty handsomely for doing that type of trading. And if it goes south, I usually set stops and stuff where it's like I'm losing like 5 or 6% on a loss, and I'm generally either breaking even or slightly in profit with the trading, but the majority of the like profit comes from the kickbacks and the incentives, which is kind of fun. Plus it's just fun to dick around like that. Let me unshare this though. Marcy, she's eyeing my bagel. What do you think?
All right, let's do another grub fish.
Almost 3x. Get it, DNA. That shit's super fun, dude. I might have to go over to Solana just to trade shitcoins. The amount of volume is insane. That's way higher volume than you getting on like Arbitrum or Base Chain right now. Although Arbitrum gets pretty close.
Probably not on shitcoins though.
No, not so much on shitcoins. There's a Pepe pool on Uniswap for Arbitrum. That's got like $500,000 in it. That's enough for the trades I want to make with Pepe. I'm not trying to trade like $20,000 with it. Maybe with leverage on some platform, but not like actual Pepe. That's
People will be dodging.
I think if you wanted to trade Pepe on Arbitrum, I would use like Gains Network and just trade perpetual futures.
Oh no, our trails and our backpacks are gone.
The nakeds are alive. They're coming tonight. No! Ooh! Damn. You dodged that
Dan,
so well.
Dan the man
Couldn't do it.
clutched it out. We will send you a Momoko Virgin Destroyer NFT. If it'll load. Boom, it did load. We got to wrap relatively soon because I got to go pick up my car before 5, and it is almost 4. We'll do another Grubfish giveaway. We'll do another. Exclamation point Neon if you want to join this giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
And the next time we'll be on is next Wednesday for another tech day. Wax Wednesday, Wednesday, Wednesday.
Oh yeah, I love to see DNA just crushing his shitcoin trades. If you're up 3x DNA, I would sell a third. Take your initial money back, and then if the rest of it goes to shit, try again. Try again with the next shitcoin that's like 8 minutes old. And that is risk management, which is like, that's the thing you're going to miss. When your shit is printing and you're up 3x in like 10 minutes, nothing wrong with taking some profit.
Then you can hop into the next shit train wagon.
Don't forget to do it. It's harder to do than you think, though, man, because all that lost potential kicking around in your mind.
Got DNA, Twalter, and Mahala in the giveaway. Marcy's trying to eat Max's food.
She is. And hey, it might only go up from here, dude. It might be insane. But if it does, you will have double the initial amount of value exposed than you initially put into it. And you'll have your principal set aside to ape into the next nonsense. And also hedge your bet in case it goes to shit. Then it's like, well, it's house money. But you're also correct if you were to shoot back at being like, yeah, Max, but that's not how you maximize profits. So it's up to you. You can maximize profits or balance your risk, but you can't have it all.
We've got a Neon Fantasy League if anyone wants to join it for Counter-Strike Fantasy. The tournament starts on Sunday, so you have 1 day left to join if anyone wants to join us. My dad joined last night, the Havalorian. He picked his team. I helped him with the roles. He didn't understand how the roles worked, so I just kind of gave him a breakdown for that. Here, I'll put an invite code if anyone wants to join. I'll probably send out Neon to whoever wins this. Even if you know nothing, if you just randomly select people and get lucky, you could win a Neon Blend token.
Hey-o.
Right now, there's only 4 people in there, so your odds are pretty good. Although you do have to select the right players. It's not just like spin the wheel and 25% chance. But
yeah.
I'm pretty happy with my team. We'll see.
I gotta grab a drink. Fucking throat.
I'm in 2 leagues. Yeah, I'm excited for the Copenhagen Major. Majors are the biggest tournaments in Counter-Strike. They happen anywhere from like 1 to 3 times a year. But this is the first one ever for Counter-Strike 2. So whoever wins this major will be the first ever Counter-Strike 2 major winner. It'll be historic. And also the way you qualify for these is like you have to be a top team in your region. So they do like Americas, which is North and South America. They do an Asian and I think it's like Asia South Pacific, but like Australia's in the Asian one too. And then they do European ones. And the top teams from each region end up having to play. This is like the opening round. So it's out of all the teams that qualify, the top 8 get put in the Legends. So they skip the opening round. And then 16 teams battle. The top 8 of these teams play the top 8 teams that qualified. And then the top 8 of those end up making to the playoffs. So this is like round 1 of 3 different mini tournaments to see who will win $500,000 playing Counter-Strike. But it's pretty, like, you can't just get lucky and win like one match. Like you have to power your way through all the best teams in 3 separate tournaments. So like it's a really good determiner of who's actual best Counter-Strike. And there's a lot of other tournaments that have they have partners. So like they invite people that are just popular. They're like, oh, this team usually does well, but they don't have to earn their way in. So like the majors are considered to be more prestigious to win because the only way to get into a major is by winning and qualifying. You can't just be invited because you have a popular team. So I think they're sort of thought of like the true test of skill in Counter-Strike, and that's the trophy everybody's looking for. You can win other tournaments and people don't care as much as the majors. So I'm excited to watch that. It starts this Sunday. And then Sunday through Wednesday is the opening round, and then Thursday through the next Sunday is the champions or the elimination round for the tournament. European people are wrecking us though. There's only one North American team in the entire tournament. Got to root for Complexity if you're going for the region that we live in, at least us in California. North America is kind of a joke in the Counter-Strike community. Europeans are known to be the best. Kind of like soccer. Whew. Let's see, do I have anything else to talk about today? We were thinking of doing a video game console tier list, but I did not prepare that. Maybe next week on Friday. It's Marcy. What are you barking at, Marcy? Oh, knock down the webcam. Marcy went so hard she broke the stream for Max. His webcam now looks like an abstract painting. It's like somebody just drawing lines of orange and blue on a canvas. I think we're going to do this giveaway and then wrap it. Not really preparing much for today. I haven't really been able to do much since my back has been all fucked up. But
Wow, Marcy fucked my camera.
yeah, she knocked it over, and it looks like it freeze framed on like a falling moment.
Let's see if I can.
Beanie going nuts. Is Beanie pumping again?
There we go.
Beanie, oh shit, it just pumped a shit ton.
She's crazy. There you go. Hell yeah, dude. Get it, dude. How'd you do? Oh, yeah. Up another 70%.
Looks like it's double of what it was like when you're looking at it. Or like 3 times. Oh, it just went down a bunch. It's crazy how active the trading is on Solana.
That is very high volume, yeah.
Especially for tokens that like are almost like for sure nothing. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna have a use case or anything. It's like just for a pump and dump, but you get enough people that want to pump their money up, they'll buy into it.
I'd probably jump into like the LP and just farm the shit out of these fees and then just fuck off. I feel like I'm gonna try and move like a couple, like I'll do like 5 Solana or something, right? Solana's like $100, right? I wonder if I can like turn 5 Solana into like a lot more just by like farming shitcoin pools, because like the volume is so high. You must make a fortune in fees.
$182 per Solana right now.
Almost 200. Okay, maybe like 2 or 3 Solana then.
It's also like it's up and Bitcoin's down. It's everything seems to be kind of down. Not Solana.
I have some over on Arbitrum from like the Wormhole Bridge.
Damn, it's still pumping. It's just hit an all-time high.
It went to 0.
Oh, and it just dropped down like 6 cents. It's crazy how fast this is moving.
Wow, it dropped a lot.
How are you looking at the 1 minute? Is it the 1 day chart?
On deck screener at the very top left, you can set like 1 second.
Oh, I see. Just watch the numbers unfold. It does kind of look just to be steadily going up, though.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty
But now
crazy.
you're making a lower high here. You got to make a higher high pretty soon, or else we're selling off a little.
I wonder, like, where people, I guess, like, TNA found about someone in the Discord community's in, but it's like, I wonder who, like, how does this even get known? Because there's no way everybody's just looking at deck screener. Oh, it just dumped hard.
I'm telling you, it's lower highs. This is looking more bearish on the 1 second chart. This looks like a head and shoulders.
Pumped up, pumped down. Yeah, if you
Yeah,
had, if you
there
were
it
in the,
goes.
oh, it just went up to 33.
Hot damn.
That's like from where we started, up a lot, almost 3x. Or is that more? I don't know where we started here.
Damn.
It's crazy. Like somebody buys a shit ton and then people dump a shit ton because they just made their profit and are getting out. And like
Yeah.
the whole ecosystem just doing what it does.
The whole ecosystem.
Twitter sentiments. Yeah, I don't really use Twitter, but I guess people probably tweet about this stuff. Let's look on Twitter. Let's see what people are saying.
I'd say right at the bottom, like about 80% down from that massive spike is where I would set limit orders to buy right back in, because it'll probably drop 80% and then keep pumping.
I missed Bohm. I'm not missing Beanie. The advertising looks so bad for this. DeFi Spartan Beanie has the potential to go 10x. 1.2 million market cap now.
Pretty exciting.
I bought some Beanie trying to feel something like back when Beanie Maxi was printing money for everyone. This is a second Beanie token. There's already a Beanie Maxi.
Damn. Nonsense tokens, dude.
There's a lot of tweets about this. This is all like in the last 30 minutes.
Damn.
I sold half my investment for 4x my initial investment. Nice.
Let's go, dude. That's what's up.
This is so crazy how fast it's moving up and down. I wonder how Yay is doing. Let's see. The coin we looked at earlier. Holy shit, this is just a straight line up. Although, I don't know if it is past that original dump. This was a huge buy, whoever bought that.
Yeah, see, that one had the same deal where like about it dropped like almost 80% back down before blowing off again. Like usually when you see a giant jump like that, you don't ape in right away. Just set like limit orders like 60 to 80% lower and it'll fucking fill. That's like
All right, let's do this giveaway and let's wrap this because I gotta go pick up my car. It is easy to get sucked into watching those charts, though.
I'm telling you, man, trading shitcoins is like people make it crazy big. Like some of those fucking shitcoins end up actually being worth like real money. Like Dog with Hat, that shit's worth like $350 now per token. That's on like the top 100.
So crazy. All right, let's do this giveaway. Tina says, "Do I sell all? Only you can decide if you want to sell all your tokens."
I don't know. Yeah, I would. If you once you hit 10x, just sell a little more, and then you can just keep scaling out on the way up. And once you see it like no longer going up to milestones that you like to scale out at, then sell everything. But keep a little bit. It's fun to watch it ride up and to have a little skin in the game and ride along with it.
People are getting good at dodging.
Yeah, the tails are coming in hot this round.
Ooh, all 3 in 1, and Mahala just takes it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mahala.
Get it.
No wallet ID for this user. That's
Goes
okay.
down now. Let's see.
We got it on our list.
Oh, yep. Now it's below where that big spike happened. Let's see. You know what? On the 1 minute, it actually looks like a decent, like, it might fall a little lower, but then it'll, let's see, like 0.0016, 17 or something like that is where the 1 minute wants to bounce. Oh, there you go. It just hit that. Let's see if it's going to bounce.
Last plug that we have a sticker available today. If you order from now between next Friday, there's a good shot you could potentially get a second shiny version of the sticker. Let's do our last check on Beanie. Oh, wow. This chart has changed a lot since we just looked at it. This shit's crazy how volatile it is. Still probably up from where Toon got it, though.
Yeah. Let's see. This is basically where the 1 minute it's deviating down now. Let's see, how's the 5 minute look? I don't know. I feel like anytime you're up 10x is not a bad time to like take a little more off the table, and then you can just watch the rest of it ride for a bit. Just come back in a couple hours and see.
All right, let's find someone to raid into. Black Fang, we can raid into. Oh, there's a ton of people streaming right now. Got Black Fang, Cap Degen, and also CS Sully.
Oh, nice.
All right, we're going to raid into... He said straight down. Did he go down again?
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting too sucked into this token that I don't even hold. Raid.
Beanie. Yeah. But
Maybe
you took
Max.
Profit. You took your profit, your money's off the table. I mean, letting the house money just bounce around now for a while isn't also like, could be fun.
And if you want to reach Max about your meme coin questions, you can post them in the crypto channel in our Discord.
Yeah, check it out.
You can brag about your tokens or cry about losing, depending on which way it goes.
It's about where you want to find support, though. So, like, it should bounce here. If it bounces here, you might get lucky. So, we're looking for like one more touch. So, one more chance to load up at like 0013 or something. Yep, and there goes. Bounce.
I wonder if Solana has any protocols that like pay you for volume like that one, so you could like get paid to trade shitcoins. That actually sounds kind of fun.
That's I mean, I get, but for me, I'm trading ETH or Bitcoin, but yeah, it is really dope because at the end of the day, it's like I have had a week where I was negative $600, but I earned like $1,300 in rewards. So it was like, even then I just immediately sold the $600 back into my balance to cover the debt from bad trades. And then, I don't know, it really reduces the risk of like spot trading or leverage trading when you have these insane kickbacks. And during the bull market, there's insane kickbacks for doing shit like that. So definitely keep your eyes open for shit like that if you can find it in DNA, because you basically just get paid out the nose for shit that you're already doing. So,
All right, let's trade into Black Fang. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week. Until then, hit us up in Discord if you want to chat. I'm sure we'll be doing nerdy stuff in Discord. But peace out, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Thanks for joining us and watching the shitcoin charts with us.
Later.
See ya.